Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to doing Vintage Story, where I have finished making an upgraded dirt cube. Look, it's all dirt, I swear. All of it is dirt. Dirt ceilings, dirt walls, dirt floor. Don't question my dirt. You're questioning my dirt, I can feel it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and work on essentially food security today. More or less. So there'll be a few things to do. Might set up a fishing. Well, probably actually going to go ahead and focus on getting a fishing line set up, which will require some cordage, which is going to take some reed cutting, and we're going to do a little bit of farming setup, getting seeds. We're going to use that little trick. But in general, it's just going to be some pretty important stuff. You can see we've already used the trick to get some spelt and some flax. That's pretty big. But yeah, we're going to want to go ahead and set up things like a limb line or a trot line. You know, just something to go ahead and get the fishing started. Probably do it right across here. That looks nice. And I mean, this area is going to be great because, you know, we got this big old lake. We can make a whole docks. Yeah, that's right. Make a docks. That's a thing. Make a quaint little fishing village. Won't that be fun? Anyways, let's see here. So the big thing that we're going to want to do, though, more than anything else, we have obsidian. We have a box that is not, in fact, boxy enough, I might add. We are instead going to want to push towards, pretty soon we're going to want to push towards copper. We're going to want to have copper as soon as we possibly can. Now, because we're in an area where we have chalk on the surface, there is a potential to get malachite deposits here. Malachite deposits being essentially the size of a large deposit beneath the ground. And this large beneath the ground deposit is much larger than usual. And we're definitely going to take a peek down in these caves, you know, just while we have the time to. So let's just real quick make sure that we don't get into a situation where we can't climb back out. But let's go take a look. So it looks like we got chalk, then granite. Down below further, I think this cave is going to turn into... Oh my. Oh. Well. Oh, that's a dead rabbit, alright. There's some music down here. I don't know that I like that. Oh, it's bad music. Well, we're going to go ahead and jump out because, quite frankly, we don't have any sort of pick whatsoever. So I can't get in there. I'll just be... Well, I could get dirt, but... I mean, come on. It's dirt. That's not enough. We need more than just dirt. We're better than that. I take that back. I am not better than that. I do need this to cook, though. That right there is going to be what begins the true salvation of any playthrough. It was either a fox that did it, or a bear. Okay, well, we got some flax here. Those will turn into stuff. And we've got some... We've got some concerning noises is what we got. I've got a pokey stick. I'm not afraid to use it. I'll poke. But I don't want to die but I will poke. I'm going back in my hole. Anywho, so we're pretty much just waiting for a kiln to fire, and we need to go ahead and begin securing food safety, which I do believe we have some crops planted down. And we're going to want to look at bushes, exploring the general area for trees, generally just fruit trees, and getting ready to go ahead and take a few cuttings of them. Once they start growing, they're not going to be ready. Those cuttings are not going to be ready. We're going to want to find resin because we're going to be delving into butchery. And butchery is going to be the big one. By far, getting that going as soon as possible is going to be about the only benefit that I'm going to have in the early game. That and primitive survival fishing. The only other benefit that I'll have. Because, frankly, I don't have a knife. And if I did have a knife, it would be made out of obsidian, so let's do it. That's going to be the only food that we get. It's going to be whatever we collect off the ground, berries, prop pieces that we collected off the ground. Or, you know, food that's collected off of corpses. That's going to be the only thing that we have. Let's put this in the thing. But we need to go ahead and get cordage ready. And cordage is going to be another part that is equally important, because if we don't have cordage, we can't smoke meats. If we can't smoke meats, then we can't, well, can't preserve them for the winter. Which there is smoking and there is curing, and then there is smoking and curing. Smoking will be enough to get the meat through the winter, so I'm not too concerned about curing it. But if we do have the option and we find some halite, you know, then of course we'll go ahead and look into curing. But what we may look at doing is, rather than using particularly charred bread, we will use hardtack. Because that is an option that we have. Though I am quite partial to fruit breads from Cooking Expanded, if for no other reason than, I mean, you do it right, you fill up 3 macros at once. Let's see here. I guess we're just going to be collecting these cattails for a while. Boy, oh boy. Cattails. A lot of cattails. A lot of cattails. More. More. Gotta have it, gotta have it, man. Gotta have it, Come on, give it, gotta have it. Please. It's the only thing that brings me happiness anymore. Life is meaningless and pointless without it. If I don't have cattails, how will I survive the cold? Wait a minute. This is starting to sound a whole lot like another game I used to play. Is this the Long Dark? Nah, it's an entirely different game. I swear. Now, see, this would be where if I was smart and had a computer that can do it, or a dual PC stream, yeah, I could just go ahead and slowly fade into the Long Dark. That'd be a good joke. That'd be a funny joke. I'd like it. I'd chuckle. But I can't. Because I'm poor. I'm not sure if people knew this, but I am poor. And I am looking for work. Any potential employers out there who wish to have someone work for them and are in the same city that I'm in, please contact me and hire me. Because, quite frankly, I'm too broke to exist in this world anymore. And if I get any more broke, what will happen is the president will come out of the White House and he will say, listen to me, you're too broke to be alive anymore, so we have to shoot you into the sun. I'll be like, that's a lot of money just because I'm poor, but okay. I'm not going to fight that. It's the president. The president told me to go jump off a cliff. I wouldn't jump off the cliff, but I'd say, that's a good idea, Mr. President. I'm going to not do that. Come to think of it, if anyone told me to do that, that's what I'd say. I have to be the president. I'm just not going to jump off a cliff for just anybody. Okay, we're going to need some of that. I think I need 2 sticks that have been carved into stakes as well. Yes. Let me do that and put that back down here. And it was across... Ooh, yeah, that'd be perfect. Just go straight across here. Bada bing. And then I do believe if we just go that way, look at it like that, and we get ourselves a limb line. And then... Well, then my brain stops working for a minute. I have no brain anymore. What? I thought I fixed that. Hang on. Can you hear me now? I have been working hard to try to fix that. Okay, hang on. Because there's only so much I can do. And my microphone, I'm hearing my microphone completely clearly. The only thing I can think of is the further decreasing the application audio capture. And even that's not much of a solution. I mean, I could... Hold on. Okay. How's this? Because, I mean, it's going to be a lot louder and you're going to pick up a lot more background noise now. That's the problem. Alright, well, there's going to be a lot of background noise then. And that's just my computer screaming, by the way. I like it when it screams at me. But, yeah. So this is the perfect volume mix here. Alright. I want to take your word for it. Because I had recorded this and I had tested it in a recording, and it sounded, back in the recording, it sounded okay. But I guess Twitch is different. So we can always go ahead and lower the capture audio for the game, which is fine. Let's see here. Alright. As far as the game goes, and let me know if the game audio is suddenly, like, you can't hear that at all, because that's problematic too. I've already applied to, like, several different things today, my friend. Believe me, Spack, it is obscene. I've probably... Let me look at that, so I can look at it real quick. Nobody's really here. Oh, yeah, I've applied to them. Yeah, they're one of the ones that I applied to. Because I need something part-time to make pocket change. Oh, I need pocket change. Is that a fruit tree? Is that a fruit tree? Oh, it's not a fruit tree. I thought it was gonna be a fruity fruit tree, and then we could have some fun. But it's not. I guess I'll just have to substitute with turnips.
I mean, you can do some pretty fun things with turnips if you know what I mean. Some really, really fun things with turnips if you know exactly what I mean. You could put them in the oven and bake them. Get your mind out of the gutter. Oh, this is mature spelt. That's a lot of mature spelt. It's all mature. I'll take it. Oh, do a little trick right here. Make it act like it was grown on actual farmland soil instead of spawning in completely complete. That's because I'm tricking the game. Yes. And do I sound okay over the rain? Because the rain has been like the worst. I mean, if I'm sounding okay over the rain, that's good. That means that I've gone ahead and solved it. Because, I mean, the rain is just loud. It's loud. Actually, I did know that most sugar in the U.S. comes from beets. That's pretty cool, isn't it? But yeah. I mean, I think the fact that we cultivate beets for the ability to like have it produce so much sugar. I mean, it's been like essentially turned into through like hundreds of thousands of years or however long it took to even make. So that's not my hope. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and adjust this again. Actually, I did know that most sugar in the U.S. comes from beets. Can you hear the game sound now in terms of like the rain and whatnot? Because I do need to get this balanced. Well, there should be some rain. It kind of sounds like crackling, I guess. Hey, how about now? I've got it set up to, like, max there. Is that overpowering? Okay, but is it overpowering my voice? Okay, good.